trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. You still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these pay, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Going big, going big. Everybody know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everybody know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop to shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. Myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, Frank, 58, Mike, Army. Shoot! Let's go!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Scene 6.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Second and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
On first and 10, Franks nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Looking to throw. Franks. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. We own them. We own them. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun, Franks. And that will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at the 20.
61, match box, right, snap.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Throwing Jones. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On the set.
Mike 51.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Let's make these babies proud on the way back home, yo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
He's checking. Crash.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now Jones, incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They run with Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Now it's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go now. 70 and...
Be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Wahoo! Ready, go! Let her...
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franks. Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Jones, operating from the gun. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hayward. 58's the money. 58's the money. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, Franks able to haul it in as Kittle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
65, 65, H3, 218.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. To throw on 2nd down. Franks, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st down, Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Under 10.
Throwing on 1st down. Franks. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Weighty weapon. 80 weapon. 25. Check 20. Leo.
To throw again. Franks going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Man up, D. Man up, D. What?
Back to throw. Franks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Let's go, D. Kill. Let's go.
On 1st down, Barkley. And some room to work. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
X3, 218, chop.
Here's Jones to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go, team.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Robinson. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back to throw. Franks looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike, 58, right there. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Defense wins championship. Bravo. 58's the Mike. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Franks nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Franks flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check, 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 check.
throw. Franks. And he's going to go down again. Lorenzo Carter, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he cuts it back to the middle. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw on second down. Franks, flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Looking to throw. Franks. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On first and 10. Franks. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on second and 10. Franks. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Franks. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards, first down, Niners. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. From the gun, Franks. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Back to throw. Franks. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Yards on the return that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set 18 Gator. Let's go deep tight seam 6. Deep tight. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down. Franks. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 33 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 42-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. This is Barkley. Oh, spinning away. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Franks. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. On 1st down, Franks. And this will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Franks. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring 57's the mic. Watch 57.
On 4th down, Franks. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for the Giants. And even 70 yards on the pickup. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for Pride. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that.